On this next videotape analysis, I'm going to be talking about moving through the ball while moving back. A lot of my students that come across, always been brainwashed that you should never be moving back, always try to go forward. Well, in a perfect world, we could always try to move forward while hitting the ball, but a lot of times you're going to get caught because your opponent hit a good shot, and regardless of your court positioning, you're going to find yourself backpedaling, and you're still going to have to hit the ball while moving back. So obviously, if you can move forward, it'll be a whole lot better, but sometimes I'm going to show you how it is common among pros, and those this follow videotape analysis, you'll be able to see what you can do when you get in the jam. And usually that's going to happen when you get done serving and you hit a great first serve and bam, the ball's right back at you nice and deep, and you need to adjust. On this next videotape analysis, I have Roger Federer here that I taped in Miami last May, and his compatriot here, Stan Wawrinka, also JWT, Joel Wilfried Tsonga, Gael Monfils, Tommy Haas, and Mary Sharapova, and show you how all of them are going to be handling the ball pretty much the same way. And hopefully I'm going to pick out the few keys that, as I call them, the common fundamentals that if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for you. I don't expect you to hit the ball as hard as they're going to hit it. I'm going to expect you to jump as high as they hit, but if you can focus on the few points that I'm going to go through the videotape analysis, that'll be able to help you out. So we're going to focus first on these two guys right there in front of us. And obviously what they all have in common is they just got done serving and all of a sudden they're backpedaling. See, Roger just got done serving there. He still has another ball in his pocket right there. And he was playing against Andy Roddick. He probably served to his forehand. The ball came back. So he's backpedaling, keeping his left hand on the racket. And he's going to load up on some kind of almost a semi-open stance. He's not really fully open, but he's not fully closed either. And you'll see Wawrinka right here just got done serving, and he's backpedaling, crossing over, and here he is right there, almost same thing again, backloading. It looks like it's a closed stance, but you're going to see how he's going to go from a closed stance to an open stance. The next person I'm going to show you, again, same thing, is Tsonga right here. First round at the US Open this year. Once again, there's a ball in his pocket right there. So you just hit a first serve, and bam, that ball is coming right back. The return is coming right back at him. He's same thing again, common denominator, backloading and waiting for the ball. And we're going to go to, I'll show you the next guy right here, which is Gael Monfils. Same thing, he is backpedaling, and is against kind of a semi-open close stance, but weight on the back foot. And same thing here with Tommy Haas, just got done serving, he's backpedaling. So as you see, everybody is taking a couple of steps back, and all of them are backloading. Which what I mean by backloading is all the weight is on the right leg instead of the left leg. Now, the next thing that you want to focus on is not only is that they're not hitting hand, the left hand is still out there for balance, but the most important part is watch. I'm going to stop at contact in all of them. Everybody at contact. Okay, maybe the jumping is just, they can do it. The uncoiling is going to be more important, but you can uncoil and not jump, and uncoil and jump. But what I really want you to focus on right is when they're all making contact, they're pretty much every single player is facing the net. They've uncoiled completely, so even though they're jumping back, they are square to the net, and we'll see right here, Monfils coming back, he's facing the net, he's completely uncoiled. You will see right there, Tommy Haas, same thing, he's facing the net right after contact right there. And you'll see Sharapova from the back here. This is not a greatest shot because I was just above, and I kind of lost the footwork right there, but you'll see pretty much that she's facing the net when she's making contact. So even though every single player is moving back, okay, even though they're stepping back and adjusting, they're going to backload and push off the back foot and make sure that they uncoil their upper body. See, the leg can still be behind. The right foot right here is still behind, but what is happening is the upper body is coming around right there. So they really are facing the net. So that's the most important part. Even though they're jumping back, their upper body is uncoiling. And you will see on all of them right here how they're all moving back as they're hitting. Because you see, notice how close His leg is to the baseline and his leg is to the baseline. Eye contact right there. Now watch where they end up when they're done hitting. They end up way much further back to the baseline than where they started. But the part was they were able to uncoil as they were jumping back. So you need to get that momentum of your upper body even though your body is moving backwards. And that is where you're going to get your power and your control. And as we watch everybody else right there, let me get rid of the gizmos there. And watch, Monfils is going to kind of backload. As he's jumping back, he's going to come around and face the net right there. So make sure you see that the shoulder turn, the uncoiling is still there. The uncoiling is very easy to do when you're stepping in, when you hit an open stance, but sometimes forgotten as you're moving back. So there's a bad way of moving back is you're moving back facing the net. So they're moving back sideways so you can uncoil. Now watch at the end how they all end up with their weight on the left leg right there. Now Monfils is very athletic and he's a little different than you guys, but pretty much still the leg right there. So they've completely uncoiled. That shoulder is now facing forward right there. His shoulder is facing forward, and you will see how everybody else, pretty much starting with Wawrinka right here, and I'll put Tsonga next to him. Watch how he's gonna push off the back foot right there, come around and watch the leg again. It is his leg. I'm sorry, bad angle. Let me see if I can move it over. No, I lost him right there. But see, his left leg is touching the ground right there. Landed first, and same thing right here. Landed first. And we'll finish up with, let's put Tsonga right here and Roger right there. Watch how they all end up like this. So they've really come around. They've jumped back, but come around right there. So once again, if you can go forward, go forward. But as much as you can, if you are pushed back and you have to back pedal, try to really backload, hit off your back foot, and as you're jumping back, make sure that you uncoil and bring your body around right there. And that right there is a good recipe to get yourself back. Almost go from defense to offense. So your opponent hit a great offensive shot, and you could have been pushed back, but you kind of held. You didn't really hold your ground, but you're able to still, as you're pushed back, to bring your body around and uncoil. So don't be afraid. I'm going to run everybody on the full screen one at a time right there. We're going to start with Stan Wawrinka right here. We'll put him in the middle, and I'll let every tape run in super slow motion right there, and you will see the common denominators of all 5 players right there as they're just pushing off the back foot, uncoiling. They're still moving back, but the upper body comes around right there, and that's the key. Let's go to Mr. JWT, as I call him, Joe Wilfred Tsonga. He just returned. We see he's very close to the baseline. Now he's backing up. His momentum, you see he's shuffling back because it's a pretty deep ball. He's going to step back, and further back than he is, land on the left leg, and that'll help him out. Now Mr. Monfils right there. Now he is definitely very athletic. And don't focus so much about how high they jump. Just focus more by the uncoiling. Even you're falling back, make sure you uncoil. And that'll be the tip for this video analysis right there. This is Sharapova, same way. Unfortunately here the angle is not the greatest because we're going to lose our footwork right there. But watch, she's going back, semi-open stance, falling back right there, and then she's going to end up open facing the net. And then we're going to finish right here with Tommy Haas, second to last. Watch again, a great angle right there. He's going to push off the back foot, open up as he's falling back, but he uncoils. And let's finish with the maestro, Mr. Roger Federer, returning Andy Roddick returning pretty much a deep ball right there, and he's going to jump back and come around. Hope you enjoyed this videotape analysis, and you can see great tips like that on my tennis website, www.tennisauction.com. Hope you enjoyed the analysis, and hopefully your forehand will get better when you get pushed back.